you think of Dirk's tennis event?
I thought it was really cool. That was my first time meeting Dirk in person and getting to be around him. So it was really cool to kind of hang out and see the impact that he still has here in Dallas.
Cooper, thoughts on the Ryder Cup and also meeting Michael Jordan there?
The Ryder Cup was incredible. I've never seen a golf environment like that. You know, it's so competitive. People were chanting. So it was cool. I think meeting Michael Jordan is just, that's my GOAT. That's somebody I've always seen as a GOAT in my household. So I think it was a dream come true, but it was just really cool that he was able to take the time and was able to meet him.
What are your expectations for yourself going into your rookie year, and how have you and Jason Kidd communicated about what your role is going to look like as you go through your rookie year here?
Yeah, expectations-wise for myself, I think it's just about being myself, really, just going through it and not changing for anybody. Obviously, impacting the game in a lot of different ways and doing everything I can to, impact winning at a high level. But I think as far as J Kidd and me have talked about, it's just being versatile. We have a bunch of guys that can do a lot of different things, so just utilizing that to our advantage. And it doesn't really matter who gets it off the rim, just get it and go and push it and initiate offense. And obviously that's something that he talked about before Summer League and, putting the ball in my hands and letting me bring it up. So I think just those sort of things are just being versatile and using that to our advantage.
Expect to do a lot of that as far as the ball handling responsibilities as Kyrie works his way back, D'Angelo will be acclimated to the team as well. Do you expect to do a lot of that ball handling this year?
I don't know if it will be a lot of that, but I think kind of like I said, like between 3 or 4 different guys on the court at all times, if we were getting a stop and just getting off the rim and going. Between me, PJ, Max, AD, like all of us can bring it up and initiate the offense, and so that's what we've talked about a lot, and just kind of letting that happen organically.
A rare opportunity.
Looking forward to the most as you get ready to start your rookie season?
Yeah, I think I'm just looking forward to the journey. Just starting it off, we have an incredible group of guys on this team, and everybody's been great so far. So I'm just excited to really start the journey and start getting back to competing and trying to win.
You have any goals, in particular goals, individual?
Yeah, I think there's always goals. Obviously, I would like to be the Rookie of the Year and those sort of individual goals. As a team, obviously, I just want a lot of success, a lot of wins. We obviously want to win a championship, so that's a big thing. But I think, kind of like I said earlier, just being myself. If I can stay true to who I am and what got me here, I think that any of the personal goals and things like that will kind of work themselves out.
You have a rare opportunity to join, future Hall of Fame vets, but also guys that were in your shoes, Kyrie and AD, first overall pick. So what's that relationship like been with you?
Yeah, it's been cool. Obviously, some of the best vets in the league right now, some of the most experienced guys. So I think just having this opportunity to learn from them and as we've grown closer and being able to spend time around each other and get on the court, it's been really good for me to just learn so much from them and try and pick their brains and see kind of how they see things on the court.
Cooper, you've always been a high-profile player all your life. What has been your biggest adjustment to the NBA?
I think for me it's just about fitting in, fitting into any different lineup, any different, who else is on the court, and just trying to impact the game. So just finding ways, no matter how small, just to be able to go out and impact winning at a high level.
What do you anticipate being the area of your game that will transition smoothly, and then where do you see the biggest area of growth for you?
I'm not really sure. All I know is I'm just trying to impact the game, like I've said. So it could be something different on any given night, whether it's somebody else has it going. So it's me just playing off them and just helping out in any way I can. Whether it's defensively, just being versatile, trying to guard a lot of different positions and tipping a lot of balls and just getting deflections and things like that. So I don't really know exactly what it would be, but I'm just gonna try and impact the game in a lot of different ways.
You have a specific game that you got circled on your calendar?
I wouldn't say it's a specific one, but any game against any of my former teammates, I think it would be really cool and surreal to, be on this setting and in this environment and be able to play against them.
You guys can put lineups out there with, you and PJ and AD and Lively or Gafford. What do you just think about the collective size on this team?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I talked about earlier, just having that versatility and utilizing that to our advantage and having guys that have really good size but also can play a lot of different positions, can play as guards and can handle the ball and can initiate offense. So I think having a really big lineup like that will help us a lot defensively, but also just will be at our advantage in a lot of different ways.
Cooper, I asked D Live this, but how much Duke pride is in the locker room?
It's a lot of Duke pride. You know, when we started media day, we're all doing pictures, and you know, Kyrie and AD are going back and forth between Kentucky and Duke. So it's funny. Everybody has their own thing, and it always comes out.
What do you expect to learn from Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, two guys who have obviously won championships, about what this process will begin to look like for you as you begin your own journey in the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so much to be learned from both of those guys, and so much on the court wise, just the way they see the game, the way they make reads, positioning, the different spacing things as well. But I think also for me, it's a lot of it that I think I can learn is mentally. You know, they've been through so much. So I think just trying to pick their brains mentally and what they've gone through can be really good for me to learn without going through it myself.
PJ said you refer to him as uncle. Where does that come from? Does he remind you of one of your uncles?
No. I mean, I think it's just, for me, I feel, you know, just young, you know, very young. And so I just think it's funny that I call most of the guys Unc. I even called D Live Unc one time, and he's, just turned 21. So I just think it's funny. I'm calling all the guys Unc and trying to make them feel old. But yeah, PJ said I can't call him Unc anymore. He's not there yet.
60-minute special on picking peas in Maine. What type of peas do you pick? And you talked about how peaceful that is. Can you elaborate on that segment?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like green peas. I don't know types of peas, but yeah, it was just peas. It's a local farm, and yeah, just in the summer, I think it helped build work ethic, honestly, and just, you know, a lot of my friends got into it, and we were all just doing it in the summer. In the summer, we wake up early in the morning, go out, you know, get a basket, and 4 or 5 hours in a row just out in the sun, picking peas, making a little bit of money. But I think it's more just about the mental toughness that it helped to build for all of us, and the camaraderie of just it was our basketball team as well. Like our high school team, we'd all do it together in the summer, and so I think that was a way that we all kind of bonded and, you know, went through some hardships, and then obviously it helped us on the court as well, having gone through something like that. But I think it was just cool for me to be able to, you know, do something like that and get that experience.
Now that the whirlwind of, you know, being the first pick in the draft is kind of over, you reflect on that. How did it live up to what you dreamed about as a kid?
I mean, it's surreal. I don't know if it will ever set in or like those moments will ever feel real, but I mean, I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. It was such an incredible opportunity and experience for me to go through that with my family and my loved ones, having them right there with me every step of the way. So it was just really incredible, and it was an incredible couple of months.
You guys are going to be playing in Mexico. Rookie of the Year. Did you talk with Paige yet after she won Rookie of the Year?
I haven't. Congratulations to her, obviously. You know, she did her thing the whole year, was balling out. So that was really cool to see. But, yeah, I think it would be cool. You know, obviously, you know, both of us, I mean, in the Dallas area, I think that'd be incredible.
Cooper, you guys are going to be playing in Mexico City. How do you feel about having this opportunity to play in front of the Mexican crowd, and what do you expect out of the atmosphere in that city?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I've only played outside of the country a couple of times. I played when I was 15 on the under-17s in Malaga, Spain, and man, that crowd was incredible. So my expectations are really high. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a really, you know, high-energy environment, and it'll be a lot of fun to just kind of get out there and play in front of a different crowd, but a crowd that should have a lot of energy.
What did you gain looking back from playing at Summer League, and how do you feel your game has maybe grown, like, as you put in reps since that time?
Yeah, I think Summer League is just a great opportunity to kind of feel out the different spacing and different style that the NBA is. So I think, you know, I'm just grateful for that experience because it taught me a lot about what the next level is going to look like and what it's going to feel like. So I'm able to take stuff, you know, the film and all of that from both those games and just move forward and kind of learn a lot from it.
For most number one overall picks go to teams that are not very talented. You come into a team that's very talented. From that perspective, what changes from your viewpoint?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've said ever since the draft, and it's just feeling blessed. We have an incredible team, incredible guys, great vets who have, you know, so much experience and can teach all of us young guys a lot, but then a lot of young guys as well who are really talented and are ready to kind of win now. So it's a different opportunity that I've been presented with, and I'm just really excited to, you know, start the journey and really have a really talented team that can have success. Thank you, guys.